Y'all know usually a boy like to chill on Saturdays, man. But today, y'all gonna get a rant video. I ain't gonna lie. I've never been so ashamed to be part of the 2K community until now. I've been ashamed over the past few years. I ain't gonna lie to you. But what the CFB community just did to college football in terms of forcing their hand to remove the paid progression system for those certain game modes, I've been saying us as a 2K community could have done that for the past few years. But we got a bunch of creators, a bunch of people throughout this community that continue to sell out for a ticket. But anyways, we got a lot we gotta dive into, of course. So without further ado, I need y'all to grab yourself that brew and let's get to the video.
If you don't know, it's Brutalsim on the scene, wicked and mean. With the next video on this YouTube thing, we got 2K news and rumors. Don't forget the tutorials and tips. Turn your my player to a bad man and rule the sticks. No matter the mode, record or park, even my career brute will get you a good start. Hit the like button, don't forget the notifications. Comment down below and welcome to the Brute Squad Nation.
So you done know. Your boy Brutalsim on the scene, wicked and mean, with a next video for y'all, man. So by now, you know we gotta start the video off the right way. So if you're in the comment section and type first, second, third, know the gang of Brute Squad, I gotta put y'all up there just to show y'all some love, man. Much love, much respect. A few days ago, I reported, of course, in one of my videos, hopefully y'all caught it, where the college football community was basically up in arms because EA decided to add a paid progression system in certain modes, Road to Glory and of course the Dynasty mode. Those are offline modes, by the way. And the repercussions were pretty harsh across the board. But I saw something different in this community, and guess what? EA responded, and the response actually shocked me, to be honest, because you would never think that people could come together so loud to make such a huge change that fast. Seemed like it was actually possible, believe it or not. But anyways, let's dive into the response from EA themselves, or the college football department. An update from the college football 27 team, hashtag CFB Go Play. The happy college football 27 launch week. Thank you for your continued passion and for the incredible response to college football 27. We love this game and this sport. College football is and always will be about the sight, sound, pageantry, traditions, and atmosphere of Saturday. In college football 27, we aspire to deliver the deepest experience to date with all new Dynasty blueprint, new positions in Road of Glory, and the best college football gameplay yet. However, your feedback on Road of Glory and Dynasty is that we've missed the mark with the introduction of paid progression options. This was added independent of deeper mode progression with the aim to give players more choice. So full EA's pocket is trying to say, sorry, I put that in there. But what you said is that we're not adding the value we intended. So tomorrow morning, we will remove all paid progression options from Road to Glory and Online Dynasty. An unfortunate side effect of removing paid progression is that players that have college balance in their wallets will not be able to apply the balances in Road of Glory or Dynasty. So jump in between now and then and apply your points. Or go for live service plans in CFB 28 and beyond will be to deliver valuable features and content with greater transparency and communication. We're moving fast to response to your feedback in game, so stay tuned for follow-up communications next week where we'll take you through more design details and share our goals for college football 27. We love this game, we love the community, we love college football. DFB 27 is our third and best CFB ever, and we can't wait to see you on the field. I was like, 2K community would never. The 2K community would never. But let's go and see what some other people in the 2K community were saying, because Chuck started off with this thread right here, right? And of course, my rant is going to be after. So trust me, we got a lot to say. We got a lot to say today, y'all. I am so... I'm trying not to swear. Y'all know me. I try my best not to swear. But... But anyways, let's continue. So Chuck made this post right here that got the community going. He said, I'll say this, man, if the 2K community could rally the way the CFB community did, the game would be so much better. And this is 100% fact. Of course, some people actually respond to this, by the way, because this is picking up some momentum. Power responded, he said, we low-key don't have creators with the same motion they do. That's BS. That's BS, Power. And you usually much smarter than that, Power. That's total trash. And those close to that level are probably too dependent on the company to speak out. That's a fact. That's a fact. Now, you could be wrong and right in the same post. He was wrong with the first one, but he's on point with the second thought, right? Now, Chuck actually responded, said he entirely disagreed. We definitely have it, but the latter is true, which is exactly what I just said. We do have the people, but you see that community today. You see the logos. People are selling out to be wined and dined at every 2K launch. I gotta call it what it is. But let's continue on. I see Stocks Montana is interesting, responded. He said, might be too late to reverse VC effects, but any new gameplay mechanics, tempo, or other ways have to pay for something. We gotta be on it like this for sure. No, last time I was really harsh on Stacks, and it ain't on personal Stacks. Can you just shut the up, bro? You one of them. Can you just... I'm sorry, Mike. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to censor what I just said. I ain't gonna lie to you. What are you talking about? Might be too late for BC, but let's talk about gameplay. Exactly the problem. Exactly the problem right there. Exactly the problem. That's me being nice. Shout out to you, Stacks. Keep doing your thing, bro. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. But just shut the fuck up on this, please. I'm not gonna go deeper into that. CJJ said community is still arguing over sim versus scum. Fan base is fried. I don't see it happening. Fact. This next user chiming in with 2K is not falling, man. The community has been in shambles for a decade. Chuck responded, said community low-key supports it. Fact. This next user also chiming in said, bro, make 2K great again was trending at one point and nothing changed. That ship has sailed. It's a GG. Chuck responded, said it was 2K fun again. It was 2K, make 2K great again as well. That was trending too. And it had nothing to do with anything important, not gonna lie. Facts. They were talking about gameplay. They were talking about gameplay. And probably pure greens or some dumb stuff people argue about, or RNG or some dumb stuff people talk about. Why 2K continue to rip money out their pocket? Let's continue on. This next user chime in say, I play both games, mains, CFB, and I honestly don't mind spending money on 2K, but damn, I would love to live in a world where I could make a bill for $25 instead of $100 LMAO. They're far gone on the microtransactions then. Yes, we all wish it was the minimum, but of course these companies have to create bigger profit margins every single year. So the moment they notice that that was a revenue stream, of course they're gonna try to push it to the limit, and they're gonna continue until they start receiving some backlash. Let's continue on. This next user also chimes in. It says, second that pre-order link goes out, everyone isn't gonna have a backbone as long as 2K got money coming in. They won't give a damn. And I do agree 110%. I usually hold out until like the last, as far as I could when it comes to the pre-order as a content creator. This next user also chimed in, said the community is the reason the game is trash. Of course, I'm going to censor it after I don't swear earlier in the video, but I'm going to censor that as well. The people complain about issues, it gets fixed. They complain about the fix. People said defense was non-existent when it came out, and when they buffed steals, immediately started complaining to the point where they debuffed it. He says he was also chiming in. He said, bro, keep wishing. The content creators are more worried about not being invited to 2K Day again. They won't go against 2K. They'll just, I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm gonna stop it right there because he's not lying. And my response is the 2K community will never. So let's talk about this because I know a lot of people won't. The reason why this could never happen in the 2K community is because people will continue to sell out for opportunities from the company. It's that simple. Ain't no rocket science to it. I've been blackballed for the past few years and I wish I could say I didn't know what I did. But for years, especially when there was no starting to introduce this VC thing, because I don't know if you all know something about your boy Brute. I'm extremely frugal. That's how I was able to, by whatever I was able to get from being a content creator, I was able to progress much further than most. I ain't got to worry about going to the bank for most of my spending situations, or even all of them. Trust me, including I bought land, built my house. It was all out of pocket from me being a content creator in 2K. At the same time, being blackballed and speaking the truth. On both sides, I've been called sellout in the 2K community because I said, y'all wrong with this one and y'all are destroying the game. And people said, Brute, you're a sellout, it's always 2K. Nah, not necessarily. I approach life completely different to most people. Usually, I look in the mirror first. And that's what we should do as a 2K community. If anything happens around me, I look in the mirror first. If I was out chilling and somebody did a drive-by that wasn't for me and I got hit by a stray, guess what? I would look in the mirror. I should have never been. I know better. Ain't nothing good happen after a certain hour and you're out there like that. I will always look in the mirror first, and I navigate through life like that. I approach basketball like that. I approach everything like that. So when I look at the community and say, yo, it's your fault. Y'all could make these changes. You like, Brute, you selling out. Never blame the community. It's always the company. But y'all didn't notice the amount of power y'all have. Creators. Yes, I hold some creators accountable throughout the years. But when I look at the fan base of the creators and I say, yo, listen to me. Y'all don't understand. As a creator, I'm telling y'all from a creator's point of view, we do what y'all want. So if a lot of y'all stop watching videos based around metas and force people to be original and start supporting original content, creators will then go to where the viewership is. But because most people want to view metas, it forces creators' hands to create metas. People like, Brute, nah, it's not on us, it's on the creators. I'm just being honest. I'm telling y'all where the powers lie. It always lies with viewership and support. And people said, Brute, you selling out. I'm like, can't tell nobody that you can't. You can't. But it's all right. So when I watch what they was able to pull off as a community in an EA-based game where they changed the whole system to make it microtransactions filled with greed. And the community said, nah, we're not standing for this. And not just we're not going to stand for this. All the big creators were behind it. And guess what? Their supporters were behind them as well. I was like, wow, it is possible. And they immediately walked it back. It didn't take long. And I started feeling ashamed to being just part of the 2K community, y'all. I'm being honest with y'all. Because, again, I watched me being blackballed for the past few years and seeing opportunities constantly pass. And of course, a lot of times, during launch of 2K, I gotta do catch up, right? Because, they invite people out there, wine and dine them, and then they give them the advantage on content. So I gotta wait a few days, and those few days is a lot of money. And you just gotta figure out a way to navigate that time. I always say, you know what? The race is not for the quickest, man. Because I'm always there grinding. I'm always consistent. You all know your boy Brute always here. For years, I got to figure it out from a disadvantaged point of view because of my honest takes in the past. And now people gonna be talking like, oh, it's too late for VC. Yo, Stacks, just shut up. Just shut up, man. Just shut up, bro. No disrespect. I'm just being honest with you. Just shut the hell up on these topics. It's okay. I'm not gonna go after somebody who get in the bag and could feed their family and do certain things, but boy, stop. And I do like your content, by the way, but when it comes to these things, just stop. And that's where I stand with a lot of creators. They don't have no backbone, bro. They don't. And they worried about somebody else taking their spot. They're not gonna give up the opportunities when it's presented to them. They're not gonna stand on nothing that would be detriment to their relationship between the company and them. But I guess I just grew up different, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Now, this is the thing, right? And I'm gonna try to be fair here because I always do. I do expect more people to sell out than people to stand on their square because that's just the easy way out. It's very hard to choose a road where you stand for something. There are usually consequences to that. And I've seen it happen in a lot of different ways, and not everybody is built for that. Again, because I'm frugal Brute, I was able to achieve probably more than most with whatever little motion I got and how consistent I am. But I prefer that route than the easier route where you have to compromise on certain things you believe or even have an opinion on. I'd rather speak my honest mind 110% without being forced or feel like there's consequences to me saying something. That's just me, but not everybody is built for that route. So as I sit back, again, I stand by what I said. The 2K community will never. It's too far now. 2K have managed to create certain things and put certain things in place to control some of our most loudest, most boisterous creators are left silent. And they slowly filtered out the people with the voices. They eventually moved on because operating at a disadvantage is not an easy thing to do. It's not for the weak at heart. So do I have faith that this would happen? Hell no. I'm good on that. I actually gave up the fight years ago. I embrace what the community decided. And I know what you're going to say, Brutal. No. Brutal's not going to be out here with a plaque anymore, putting yourself on the line. I already compromised on a lot of opportunities and situations by what I did on my video. If we had more people behind it back then, the game would be completely different now. And unfortunately, this is where we at. We got to embrace it. If y'all think... If y'all think that the 2K community is about to make drastic changes to microtransactions after years of major profits, and Brute out here reporting to y'all that microtransactions is one of 2K's biggest sources for income and profit margins, I've been saying this very loud, and y'all keep saying, I prefer to pay. Y'all think change is coming? Stop it. Y'all keep arguing about comp versus casual. Y'all keep worrying about RNG. Why 2K worry about y'all pockets? That's just how it goes, y'all. But that's all I got to say, man. I ain't gonna lie. Sorry for this long ass video, but I had to drop it. Somebody gotta speak the truth, because I've been here for the entire thing. There was a time when you could turn 2K on and play my career and grind within a satisfactory time and go out there and compete. There was a time, believe it or not. Now you need about $50 to $100 to even compete. And during the game, you still have to buy boosts. So they're trying to finish your VC out really fast. They're trying. So you could go back in your pockets again. Not just to create bills because they notice some people might limit themselves to one. They gotta figure out how to finish that VC so you could buy more VC to compete. Crazy to me. Again, we're in a community that people gonna do whatever they have to do to compete, to be on top. And they don't care how much it costs. Clearly, we seen it with the cheating. We seen it with a lot of things. People gonna spend that money to get on top and get that clout and get that motion. And that's the reality. But anyway, sorry for the long rant. I just went to the next one unexpectedly. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Till next time, God bless and be safe out there. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Notification bell is free and key. Peace. And is Brute gonna speak up again for VC? Nah, I'm good. I gave up that, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I gave up. Too late, man. I'm good.